What is up, Goopy Gang? Back here on YouTube with another video. Today, we're just going to be ripping it, the top 5 albums of the year in my humble opinion. Looking at these 5 albums, they could be in any order on any particular day, so let's just talk about them in the order that I chose them. First of all, we have The Ballad of a Glime by Sick Boy Rari, aka Black Cray. The founder, the king of the underground, continues year after year after year. To the bemusement and to the joy of myself, never stops. 20 for 20. We're going 20 for 20 in 2024. 10 years, 10 plus years into the game. No misses, no features even. It's just the melodic, the beautiful flows of Mr. Black Cray. There are endless intricacies and uniquenesses to this album that make me want to scream. The way he goes, on Greep, the fucking, just the beat on Masked Up, Like We Jason, and he goes, they must have forgot what I did, they bonked their head. Must have forgot what I did, they bonked their head. Oh my god, dude. Twerk da Yop, the registers. He goes from the lowest to the highest from track to track, and it just flows. It just flows. He clearly had a vision for this. The producers on here all did incredible. In fact, Xavier So Bass made a track on here, and that is just incredible to me to see, because Xav is one of my favorites. His album With Two, I was almost going to talk about here, but I kept it to 5 albums. I hope this leads to a collab, like an actual feature with the two of them on a song together, because it's just so cool to see that the guy who made this fucking sound, Sick Boy Rari, invented music. He invented this internet shit. The way that the underground is now would not be the same without him. I will die on that hill. And it's so cool to see that he is feeding back in to the scene that he created, because Lord knows that there would be no Xavier So Bass without Sick Boy Rari. Lord knows that there would be no fucking, I'm not even gonna list it off, because there's so many people who take inspiration from him, and it's so fucking cool to see that he's still on the top of his game, that he's still reinventing himself. This is that fucking line superstructure music. This is that, Saudi Arabian library music. This is that emo kid clutching on the pole music. This is that fit pick. This is that when you know you are posted up in a fit. This is that fit pick music. You post up to this, man. This is that fucking, oh my god, dude. The way he goes, swoop, swoop. You just know that he's laughing his ass off while making some of these songs, and we eat it up because it's funny, but it's hard. I don't know. Speaking of people who are inspired by Black Cray, we have Cemetery Grave Man from the Haunted Mound with yet another banger. Bloody Angel, riding with my Dracos, and my haunted bros, posting with my haunted bros. The guitars here, this really does feel like it's borderline a rock album. It does feel less depressive than some of his work before, and of course he brings it down with songs like Demon in Pain. There's all these lyrics about, hurting yourself and bringing yourself to a numb place, and he's clearly a drug addict. I'm not judging the guy though, because the music that comes out of it is pretty fucking hard. It's nearly impossible for me to pick a fucking favorite track. But if I had to, it'd be Dead Trees featuring Buckshot. Quarter of the ice in the back of my mind. You got nowhere left to run, and you wish you could hide. Man, Cemetery is just fun. He just makes fun fucking music. I just have such a good time listening to this album. He's so funny, too. Like, this shit, these Bandcamp descriptions of all his different albums, this shit fries me, dude. I'm in the gas station, McDonald's parking lot. Angels used to watch over me, but I don't feel them now. I'm trapping fucking bricks from the Middle Earth, feel like a parking lot scarecrow, and I'm trapped in this infernal dark highway filled with blurry orange lights of tears. May my iced out herald chain light the way back to my soulmate, my bloody angel. Bro, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. If you can't see the poetry in that, like, I just have such a raw, visceral feeling about this album. I didn't even write any notes. For all the other ones, I had a few bullet points. I just had Bloody Angel. Just Bloody Angel, baby. I'm posted up. I am posted up with this album. Cemetery's my GOAT. I love you, Cemetery. Look, if you listen to Headlights and you don't want to turn the fuck up, you're stupid. You're stupid.
This is Boomerang from Cartoon Network.
Okay, so next up, we have Worth the Kids, who you may know from their incredible YouTube series, Big Top Burger, as well as their other musical projects. I personally was put onto their music through Big Top Burger, and then I found their SpongeBob-themed album. But Beam of Light hit me. It hit my inbox, and, you know, I'm obviously super anticipating Big Top Burger Season 3, so this was something I listened to tide me over to get some more Worth the Kids in my life. I hope I'm saying that right. Worthy Kids? I think it's Worthy Kids. That sounds more right. Worthy Kids? We're the Kids. I love this album. This album, let me get my notes. Yeah, like I was saying, this feels like, and he says as much down here in the description, that this is a very personal album. We've gotten to know this guy. I've gotten to know this guy through his cartoons, his sense of humor, his music about SpongeBob. And I've always kind of wondered, like, you know, what makes this guy tick? And he has a lot to say. This album is super interesting. It's a reflection on, I think, what it means to be such a deeply, like, singular and personal creator. You can tell he puts his whole self into everything he makes. And even when it's through absurdity, there's a lot of character in it. Talking about sleepless nights. I can fucking relate to some sleepless nights. Story of my goddamn life, dude. And just, you can tell in the booth, he felt every emotion. I think it's incredibly effective. It comes across very therapeutic. The anguish of aspiration. It can be, he's obviously a successful guy, but I'm sure there were times where this was not totally clear to him. He was doing it out of nothing but love for the fucking love of it, man. Because there's a lot of love in this, and that can be agonizing, truly. If you're a clown, you're a clown. You can't change that. You shouldn't try to be anybody but yourself. I really fuck with this album. I fuck with Worth the Kids, we're the kids, we're the kids. Shit, we really are the kids, bro. I'd probably say my favorite song on here is just the title track, Beam of Light. It feels like the opening to a, like, incredible TV show. And this guy has made an incredible TV show, so would you look at that? Stop by a beam of light. Listen to this. Listen to this album. Listen to this album. Okay, so next up, we got Pinball by Mike, all caps, Mike, and Tony Seltzer, aka Mike Likes Rap, aka DJ Black Power. DJ Black Power is usually the name he goes by as his producer for himself. Most of his work is self-produced, but he's been, you know, dabbling into more collaborative work lately, and Tony Seltzer feels like a perfect fit. He really matches Mike's energy and brings out a new side of Mike that I don't think we've seen on any project up until Pinball. I think he said there's potential in the works for a Pinball 2.
Like, me and Tony Seltzer got the part 2 for Pinball.
If that happens, I will be very pleased, because this is just 10, 11 tracks of fucking straight up heat. This is like the album that I've been using to put my friends on to Mike. They're not super into hip hop. They're not super into conscious hip hop. So coming at it from an angle of showing them, you know, War in My Pen, I didn't feel confident that they would get much out of it, or that they would really go out of their way to listen to it. But this stuff, very listenable. That is not a bad thing. While making more listenable, up-tempo music, it still has that lo-fi feel to it. And, you know, there's a stigma around lo-fi. He isn't using the lo-fi as a crutch. And I think it's an unfortunate thing that the lo-fi girl and the lo-fi aesthetic has been painted as this background noise. But sometimes you need a spacious background to come in with wholehearted poetry. And every beat on here is so vivacious and fun to listen to. And he flows on it in these ways that feel like mathematically perfect. It's just 11 tracks of straight heat, straight fire, incredible features. incredible vibe. My favorite track, if I had to pick one, I think it's just 100 Gex. I think it's just so funny to me that he made a song. This is just how I feel. This is just like when I'm with my bestie, come in twos. We come in twos, like 100 Gex. Listen to the album. Go listen to it. Go listen to the album. You freak. And then we got Opaque by Mo Dottie. There's this customer at my job who comes in, we chop it up about music, we both like shoegaze. There's been a resurgence of shoegaze, and to my ear, from what I've listened to, I haven't heard such a perfect recreation of that sound. I love a female-led shoegaze band. I'm a sucker for just that wispy sound backed by just these whirring instrumentals. And it goes to no waste. The instrumentals go to no waste. The poetry on here is substantive. These songs take their time. I have two favorite songs here. I just couldn't pick one. First is Lucky Boy, because it's so unique and special, and in a world that deprives you of all the unique and special things about life, it's so natural to just feel like you're undeserving of anything until you prove yourself to a system that is incentivizing you to not be yourself. It's the hardest contradiction of this fucking world. And maybe I'm extrapolating, but this is how I feel sometimes. I hate the sun when it shines down on me, quiet and strange, so mundane. It gets old every day. It's the rhetorical question of it. In the context, this is just about existence. We come down to my other favorite song, Dead to Me, and it is a bunch more rhetorical questions. This whole thing almost is rhetorical questions. And it is about the heartbreak of when someone doesn't really love you. And instead of ever having that clarity that they just say it, I don't love you, it's the heartbreak of all of these unanswered questions that you'll never feel confident to answer them, that you'll never get a real concrete answer out of. And that can leave someone like me who's a Cancer and has all these emotions and questions about life just totally fucking exhausted, man. Opaque. Opaque is the opposite of translucent, right? Not able to be seen through, not transparent. But you want to see through. You want to see through it. But sometimes you're just met with the opaque. It is what it is. It's red, it's blue, it's this, it's that. Yeah, just incredible shoegaze album here. Go listen to it. You're stupid! I'm sorry, that was uncalled for. You can like whatever you like, but these right here are my top 5 albums. Beam of Light by Worth the Kids, Pinball by Mike, Mo Dottie with Opaque, The Ballad of a Glime by our boy Sick Boy Rari, and of course Bloody Angel. Incredible works here. This is just my top 5. What is your top 5, Goopy Gang? List it down in the comments below, and I will be listening to all of the comments. We're chopping it up. I want this to be a discussion. So yeah, I'm gonna keep it pushing with the music content. I'm glad you guys are seemingly enjoying it, because love music. I love a lot of stuff, so I'm thinking I'll just talk about music, movies, TV shows, but we're pushing it. We're pushing it because TikTok is getting banned. TikTok is getting banned. I need a way to express myself on the internet because TikTok is getting banned. I hope you guys got some recommendations that you will be able to take into your personal life. Goopy Gang, out. I'll see you tomorrow. Emergency addendum to the video. Emergency addendum to the video. Next video is not going to be about music. Huh? Next video is going to be an advice segment. That's right, chat. Drop your queries, your quarries, your problems, your situations, your situationships. Who knows what's going on in your crazy, fucked up lives? I'm here to help or commentate or just be a shoulder to cry on. I am your friend. You do know me. We are friends. And you're gonna ask me for advice in the email if you want to. If you have any problems that you think you might want to ask me. No one's ever done it before. Tap in You can also send me music recommendations. I'll look at it there, or you can type them below in the comments below. But the email is for anonymity's sake, because I know that people are more inclined to vent their problems if it is not in a public forum. So yeah, the email is going to be there for that purpose. And thank you guys so much for watching. I like making the music content and I want to branch out. I want to try some other things. So that's what this is about. But yeah. And also, have a good day. I don't know.
Help! I'm a goof!